Hello. About 10 minutes early. I've got the music down a bit for right now till things start to actually happen. While I'm doing that, I'm checking out some other Destiny stuff on the side. Oh boy. It's so early. Starting to wonder if we're going to get like a bunch of stuff starting at 8 or if it's going to essentially be the same sort of like showcase stream picture until they actually, do their showcase at 9. Also, if you guys haven't, um, you make sure your Twitch is linked and watch on Twitch. You have me up in another window if you're here, um, and be watching Bungie's stream because everybody who's watching the stream and has their account linked is going to get a exclusive emblem from this showcase stuff. I think it was an exclusive emblem, or at least a special Twitch draw from it. So make sure you have that up in a separate window, or put me in a separate window and watch directly from them, so that you can get that emblem. Hmm. I'm like so excited. I'm glad I barely have seen anything. I saw one thing and it was that one video that was put up on ArtStation of the green. Um and then see what else? What else have I seen? Like I'm pretty much blind. Oh, somebody had spoiled the season name for me. So if it's a different name, that would be great. I would love that. But the green and the spoiler name of the season, which I'm not gonna say because it makes me upset that I've been spoiled a little. I was so like adamant about like not looking at stuff, and then things were just thrown at me on YouTube and Twitter. Some people with their thumbnails, people on Twitter with just their comments. It's like, oh, cool, thanks. And sometimes muting things doesn't really help because some people will find ways around it. We're almost there. We're about 4 minutes away. Man, I'm so curious. Also, there's some other Destiny creators out there right now that are getting ready to do their live stream. Already started, like Asdacross. Wow. You guys can't see it on my stream thing right now, but official Bungie stream is over 100,000 people watching. That is huge. Ooh, we're almost there. You know, I just probably realized that there's gonna be a timer that pops up. So if that's the case, I'm just going to probably leave the music how it is. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
This universe
What are we
is
doing?
made of light and darkness. These ancient forces flow through all matter and energy in our solar system
Okay.
and beyond. But we haven't always known this.
Is
When the Traveler arrived in our solar system, they called it many things. A ship,
who's speaking?
a planet, a god. Its presence provoked and inspired great change.
It's not Eva.
It terraformed several moons and planets.
It's not Ikora.
Our lifespans increased threefold.
I'm
And
pretty
we
sure that's
launched
not Amanda.
colony ships to settle worlds beyond our own. This was our golden age. But like all golden ages,
Elsie?
it was doomed to collapse.
No.
The Traveler was pursued by an ancient enemy. A voice in the darkness. It found us. Humanity lost everything. With the last of its strength, the Traveler pushed back.
I think
its
this is a new
enemy
person.
to create something new.
Hey, ghosts.
Ghosts. In the dark times that followed the collapse, the ghosts chose the first light bearers.
Zavala.
Immortal warriors gifted with the power of the Traveler's light. Humanity faced many threats in those days.
Man,
Invaders from beyond our system arrived in droves.
I really enjoy this sort of story
Pirates,
recap.
called the Fallen, came to scavenge the remains of our golden age. The warlike Cabal came for our
Cabal.
territory and resources for conquest. The
Hive.
Hive, ravenous worshippers of death, came to feed their infernal hunger. And the Vex,
The Vex.
strange living machines, came to recreate
Which
our
don't answer to
world in
nobody.
their own brutal image.
Just himself.
We fought with each other as well. For a
Sunshot.
time, chaos
Whoa,
reigned.
why does that guy have sunshot out?
Though in the end, we came together to rebuild, to heal. We built a city
That was
under the Traveler,
very clearly
the
meant
last safe
be
city
Sunshot.
of Earth. In this city, humanity lived peacefully in all its forms. The humans, Earth's original inhabitants,
Yeah.
the Exos,
Cool
marvels
robots.
of the Golden Age, and the Awoken, a people touched by both light and dark. Lightbearers took an oath to protect the last city.
Yep.
Over the centuries, they earned the title Guardians. The Titans, paragons of strength
This
and
is so
bravery.
cool.
The Warlocks, mage scholars trained in the arcane arts. And
Hunter.
the Hunters, bold adventurers.
Wait, did they
gifted
give the
with cunning.
hunters the blue armor?
Guardians know that when they stand together, they are stronger. And now, new threats use our own powers against us.
The Hive
Black
Guardians.
Fleet closes in, edging us toward
The
a
Lucent
second
Brood.
collapse. And our greatest adversary, the voice in the darkness, is revealed. A being of unimaginable power.
Megamind Darkness.
The Witness. But all
The
is
Witness.
not lost. Brand new Guardians rise every day to shape the future of our solar system and beyond.
Nice. Oh. Is that it for the... Yep. Okay. Well, that's neat. Well, I guess while this goes, I will let this play. I'm still gonna be here. I'll leave my camera up. I'll be probably dipping in and out of a bunch of streams to see what's going on. Because it's going to be about an hour until the full.
When I think about being a guardian, I think about being part of a fire team. For me specifically, I think about being a fire team leader. I think about not only being a fire team leader for my friends, but also for my family. So many of my friends trust me with their guardian.
A bunch
there you
of
go. Very good.
guardian
Very
stories.
good. Oh, you just killed your dad. The teamwork that really pays off, especially after a long period of hard work. To come in clutch in the big moments. I've been able to pass along my love of Destiny to so many friends, also to my family. Been able to game with my daughter. To be able to guide little lights is truly a treasure. But to me, the most important part of being a guardian is being kind to everyone that we meet. Your kindness and joy may spark hope in a darkness zone where light is fading away.
Well, maybe it's not going to be as, blank as, just waiting. I forgot that they did the Guardian little profile things. Cool art. I need to do more Destiny art.
I think one of my most favorite memories with them so far is Vow the Disciple contest mode. It's my very first time even doing day one raid. And we didn't get it, but it was a good time. Yeah, through my clan, they've helped me become a better person, a more confident person, a more confident player, and I wouldn't be the same without them.
I'm so glad that this Bungie is pretty open with the community. Not a lot of video game developers are open enough, I think, with their players.
Destiny ha sido una increíble experiencia y me ha ayudado a escapar de mi realidad. Acá muchos me conocen por mi apodo, Deus. Y gracias a este personaje he sido capaz de hacer incontables amigos, vivir experiencias inolvidables y atesorar también momentos dentro de la comunidad. Para mí el juego es más que simplemente lo que se ve en pantalla. Han sido las personas, las actividades, los hitos como jugador incluso, y la experiencia y todo este sueño y la historia que hemos construido en el que hay un desarrollo de personaje.
Oh, I wonder what the answer to that is. Did I do any Destiny 2 art this year? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I drew a new version of my Guardian.
Hi, my name is Lillian. I go by Lily Bean Cosplay on Instagram, and I've been doing Destiny cosplay for 6 years. I started playing Destiny in late 2015, and
No, I didn't. I
fell
just
in
did
love
a
with the designs, the characters in the
concept
game,
art
and I
picture.
went to a local convention dressed as my hunter. From then, I kind of just wanted to keep going. I did a House of Winter Fallen Drag, a Sweeperbot, Soraya Hawthorne, Anna Bray, my hunter character from Destiny 2. It always has to do with a character that I'm drawn to in some way from a design standpoint. If it's
Yeah,
a character
I
that has a
definitely
bunch
need
of
to do
LEDs
more
or moving
Destiny
arms or
stuff.
something, I look at it and say, how can I make
I guess I
this?
spend too
'Cause
much
I wanna
time
learn
playing
from it.
Destiny
I want to
instead of drawing
diversify
Destiny.
my skill set with my Spire's Associate costume. That's like a fully immersive costume. You can't see my face, I'm wearing a helmet, and I have 2 extra arms. Savathun was part of the Cosplay Cosmodrome event that Bungie did for Bungie Day, and being able to take a character whose design I wasn't super familiar with yet and create it in real life and then wear it, it was
This
great.
is some really good cosplay.
There's so many different groups within the Destiny community. You have artists, you have musicians, streamers, gamers, and I think that's really special. Just to be able to show, like, this is what inspires me and this is what I'm gonna do to show that it inspires me.
What don't you have time to explain? Why you don't have time to explain? That's a nice piece. Oh hey, it's the Haka armor. Which Vex enemy do you fear the most? I wouldn't say fear, but wyverns are annoying. Probably one of the most annoying Vex enemy, other than yellow bar hobgoblins.
I'm Dan, aka the Rat King's crew. I've been playing Bungie games since Marathon 2, and I've been playing Destiny since it launched. I'm so happy to be part of such a creative and passionate community, and I can't wait to see what Destiny is going to do next.
Same. I started Destiny back in... What was that called? Taken King. That's when I got into Destiny. And then I've been playing it ever since. What is Helm an acronym for? Go ahead and guess. thought I pressed the button for that. That's
Well,
weird.
for somebody who's played from D1 to D2, what makes a guardian is someone who, against all odds, keeps pushing forward, always making the advance, always moving forward. I was introduced to the game by a bunch of friends, military, law enforcement. I'm in the public safety field. Don't have a lot of time to play, but when I play hard. Long story short, a lot of those folks either got deployed, went to other jobs, or just didn't really see them anymore. Complained about the content and not having it vast. I've learned from D1 to D2, the game has definitely grown. And me as a diehard guardian, I keep pushing forward because I have the confidence and the ability to see what's happening. And now here we are.
Not mean
playing.
to smack my mic. Ooh, that's a nice question. What is Crow's ghost's name? Anyone know? Glint. He also had another nickname back before we knew his name was Glint.
Hi, I'm Steve Saylor, aka Blind Gamer Steve. I'm a content creator and accessibility.
You guys know that,
advocate
then
and
that's a
consultant in the video
pretty
game
big
industry.
thing.
My name is T Morris. People call me T. They call me T Monster. I also go by Twitch Dad.
When I started looking into wanting to stream, I had known this dude here for about, I think about 10 years at that point.
10 years.
And so I reached out to him. I was like, hey, you know what? I know you play Destiny. Would you be cool kind of helping me and guiding me through the game? I've never played it before.
This is when I gave you a little bit of honesty. I said, are you sure you want me? Because you see me play, so you know how bad my aim is. It'll be the blind leading the blind. And he went, that's what we'll call it.
All right, there's the Traveler. There's the Traveler in front of us. Let's go. Walk forward. Walk forward. I want you to enjoy this.
As someone who has a disability where it affects my vision, and it is hard for me to be able to play games in general, having someone take the time and guide me through being able to play a game and not try to rush me through things, that meant the world to me.
Where's that? All right. Oh, there he is. Yes! Yes! Oh, yeah!
In any other game, it's usually people don't want to play with a disabled person, whereas with Destiny, I can jump in with T, I can jump in with my friends, and even when we just jump in with random blueberries in the community, we can still be able to help each other out, and that's why I love Destiny.
Did you shoot my friend? That was a bad choice.
It's all about being able to reach out and pick someone up and being like, we can do this together. And that is being a hero, is being able to lift everyone else up.
It's not about you. It's about the fire team. That's what makes a good guardian, is when it's about reaching the end goal and reaching it together.
Nice. Where did Guardians meet the Vex? We met the Vex on Venus. I tested my knowledge. I need to wake up. Still. Kinetic weapons point. Oh god. I think it's. Up, down. Wow, sometimes I just don't pay attention. Ah, right.
Hello Guardians, I hope you are all doing well. Happy Bungie Day. Here's my idea story of me being a Guardian in Destiny. I started playing Destiny in Destiny when the game first came out. I was a Hunter main back then. Now I'm a proud Titan main. My favorite moments of Destiny will be my first ever raid that I've covered an LFG group and the friends and clanmates that I met and play with to this day.
Oh, that's nice. Blue Fire Nighthawk. The Maracena. I think it's the Maracena. I sit here and go through Bungie's quiz before they allow us to find out about the new showcase stuff. Yeah, that's it. Bring up the audio a little bit, maybe. Hopefully it's not too loud for my voice.
Hi, I'm Gray, or Gamer Girl Gray. I am an Indian American content creator and community builder on Twitch with the motto Gaming for a Greater Good. I started my gaming journey in 2014 when two of my best friends gifted me my first Xbox. And I distinctly remember finding Destiny and staying up the entire night to play the game.
No, get me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, I'm dead, I'm dead. I'm not dead yet.
I found a place where I could be myself without any fear of being treated differently for who I was, how I looked, how I sounded.
No, you gotta be kidding me, bro.
When I came out to my community,
out of
it was such a
bounds.
monumental
Also,
feeling
your
for me
sparrow's going to
be able to see all these
explode.
people flock together to make me feel welcome and safe and included. That was a feeling that I want to share with other people, this safe space.
No.
The charities are honestly a very big part of my stream because I see my content as a means to an end, to fight for what's good in the world.
No, God, please help me. No, oh.
Building a happy corner of the internet is just about being able to lift people up in the few hours that they spend with me, creating something that people feel comfortable in, they feel like they can be their authentic selves in.
This game and this community constantly reminds me that we're not guardians just in name, we truly are bearers of light.
Really good. Very wholesome. Fill in the blank. What do you bring me? What puzzles do you bring me? I'm still trying to rack my brain over what we're gonna actually get for this season. Because we have like 2 seasons, right? We've got this one coming up today. Then we have the next season that I think that's going to start around Christmas, I think. And then that one leads into when we get the new expansion and that first season of that expansion, right? Which is going to be around February? Oh, that. Come on. What is Saint's favorite bird? Hollow Knight Bunny Rolk? Nice Sailor Moon reference.
Being a guardian to me has shown me how important it is to stand up for what's right and to defend those who are oppressed and marginalized, just like Bungie continues to do every single day. So thank you, Bungie, for being real life guardians to me and everyone else across the world. The way that you stand up for social justice issues
Got
and
my
make sure that everyone
Bungie
in
shirt
your
on
circle
too. This
loved
is
and cared
my.
for. It's truly inspiring. I know
It's not
that
that
it
blue
dictates
one.
the way that I live my life.
It's
on a
the. I
day-to-day
think
basis.
this is
Thank you so much. And eyes up,
the
Guardians.
around the Rise of Iron shirt. Some of these shirts, it's just hard for me to remember when I actually got them. Oh, that is a awesome picture. That was a really good one. Imagine being able to dual wield swords in Destiny.
My name is Xavier, but you guys probably know me as Solar Flare. I make 3D animated skits based off of content in the Destiny universe.
Prepare to return to being a god-killing, time-breaking, paracausal space cowboy.
At first, I created content that I thought was creative, stuff you hadn't seen before, things that would be funny situations, but I didn't know how to produce them. One of my friends suggested to me this program called Blender, and so I tried to learn it myself. I taught myself, I made a video. Solar Flare was the main character, and it went from just being the channel name to being the name of sort of who I am at this point.
Okay guys, we have to be careful. Someone here is possessed by an owl. Who? That's the thing, we don't...
Usually, it's around 2 a.m. when I'm trying to go to sleep. My brain says, hey, it would be really cool if we went to sleep. But instead, what if we thought about a new video to create?
Hey, Bobby!
I know that feeling.
The future for Solar, I'm really excited. I'm working on a script and a whole plot, a series
Getting
of
up to
videos. I'm really excited to create an actual
about to go to sleep
cohesive
and then
storyline.
getting that inspiration to do something new.
Was actually an evil possessed meatball
Creative.
controlled by a magical space dragon that was actually controlled by a hive queen.
The Destiny community feels like a group of friends that you may not live in the same area, but every time you go back, it's like you never left. When you get to know the people that you're spending your time with, not only does it make every moment with them more valuable, but also you might find yourself going to one of their weddings 5 years from now, just because you decided to send them a friend request after they danced with you in a Crucible match.
Are you really going to tell me that looks more like the letter V than a slice of pizza? He ate pepperoni!
It blows me away just how dedicated people are to creating things in this community. It's just so cool to see how passionate people are about all of it.
Let's see. Oh man. I can't remember. Looks like everybody's saying dodgeball, so I'm gonna vote dodgeball. The rest of the community. Destiny has some of the best soundtracks. Like, they might not be like massive bangers everywhere, but the theatrical like feeling behind it. So good. We're at 27 or now 27 minutes and 50 seconds. I gotta remember not to go on to any social media websites. Is anybody? Ah, there we go. They actually brought up the what was Ghost's Crow's Ghost nickname before we found out what it was. Are we gonna get a just a bunch of quizzes? Oh god. That is a wide Shax. I love it. Imagine we get stickers. Oh, obvious. Yeah. Oh. Legendary stasis? Oh. I'm gonna have to vote Reed's Regret because it's the one I use the most. But I really do like Riptide and Crate.
Here's a guy, Savage Universe, who's been in the Destiny community for like 8 years running, probably considered now considered a veteran. And the fact that, back in July 2014, I was curious about the game. I was curious about it, and very interested to see what this game, whether this is the game for me. And then to get to a point where I would get so many dungeon clears, raid clears, go flawless to the point where I even solo flawless trials. That was two or so weeks ago, and then to meet friends like Vixen, Tony, Long Long Live, so and then to be a mod for Miss Kenna because she's awesome. To have all of that in like 8 years, I wouldn't even believe you back then, but here we are, still living the Guardian life. Amen.
Shin Malfour dueled, took down the Renegade. Ooh, that is a legendary question. Which Dredgen? Oh, that's a neat ornament. I kind of wish, I know it's a lot of work to create new like weapon skins and stuff, but with that current vote that we had going on for like which exotic weapon should get a new ornament, I feel like we should Or Bungie should do more of that. And a little bit more frequently. That way we get exotic weapons that don't have ornaments getting ornaments. And some of them that haven't had an ornament in years since they've been out. Get some new spice put on top. Tried to take Oryx's place. Malik. Man, I haven't heard that name in a long time. A whole lot of just watching community stuff. I mean, it's great. I really enjoy it. I'm also still trying to wake up.
Hey, soy Colossus. Desde mis inicios como guardián hace ya 7 años, jamás creí que llegaría tan lejos.
Been
He puesto
struggling
fin a
with a
incontables
guardian,
amenazas
not
y he
guardian,
conseguido
a
las
ghost
armas más
name.
exóticas. También he explorado el sistema solar durante años en busca de las respuestas
Something I
más
always thought
enigmáticas.
about,
Y
because I
aunque las
was a little
encontrara,
upset with
seguía faltándome algo.
not being able to
Hasta
name
que lo
my ghost
encontré.
in-game.
¿Sabéis qué forja verdaderamente a un guardián? Los compañeros que están a tu lado en cada aventura. Ya sea tu escuadra o tu clan, ser guardián va más allá de uno mismo. Yo junto a mi clan he hecho de todo, desde partidas privadas que acaban en carcajadas, hasta culminar una incursión en su modo 24 horas. Si no fuera por ellos, yo no estaría aquí. Es por eso que mi mejor momento en Destiny fue encontrar a mi clan, ya que a partir de ahí, mi destino tuvo sentido.
Banshee used this weapon to fight an army. Ooh. One of the best weapons in the game. Well, I don't know if it's still one of the best weapons in the game. I haven't used it in a while because of other things. But the Lament. One of the coolest swords because it's a chainsaw sword. Had an idea, gotta write that down. Bastion. Bastion has stagger. Unstoppable, I believe. Ugh. Galran from Crown of Sorrow. How tall is Empress Keitel without her hat? Oh, God, I don't know. Sure. We'll go with the second option. I think it was 9'10". 9'9", 9'10". Yeah, it looks like we're getting just a bunch of quizzes and discussions.
I want to say one of my biggest memories about playing Destiny happens to be the raids and a lot of the friends that I've made along the way. Vogue is my favorite raid, and when it came out, I was ecstatic. Again, happy Bungie Day to everybody, and hope everyone's having a great one, and I'll see you in the stars.
Warlocks and grenades go well together. What exotic would add to the mix? I don't know. I don't really play Warlock all that much. What would I use?
Hey everybody, I'm Tej, and I'm a Guardian. What makes me feel most like a Guardian is being able to be me. We all choose to represent ourselves in different ways, and when you learn about someone's Guardian and the legend that they've written for themselves, it teaches you something beautiful about them. I strive to create a space online through content creation that people can just come as they are, and we can all just celebrate in this beautiful world that Bungie's created for us. There's something really amazing about being able to connect with people through a shared interest without the fear or anxiety that comes with thinking that you have to be something you're not, or thinking that you have to conform to a certain ideal or worldview in order to be respected or loved. So I hope that on this Bungie Day, we all can remember what it means to be a Guardian. We all can remember to rally around each other, to show the love, spread the good vibes, and push back the darkness. I'll see you out there.
Getting so close. Closing in on 15 minutes. Roll won't stop talking about the upended, even though I have sadly not done the raid. I do know. I don't think he talks about it specifically only in the raid, because there's that one mission where we go in and get things kind of set up. Yeah. Also, it's funny that Titan was holding on to Optimus Prime's sword from the last night. Have a chat with a character from Destiny, who would it be and why? Oh, who would I want to talk to? That's actually kind of a tough question. I would want to talk to Eris. I'd like to, figure out where she stands on a lot of the future stuff that we're going to be going through. And also the stranger, figure out like what other things that have been out there and other possibilities that we could be exploring. Oh.
In a world where you rescue heroes from other timelines and brawl worm gods with your bare hands, it's a battle of light versus dark, monsters versus metal, everyone versus Telesto, in a lore-rich universe with an abundance of adventure and exploration.
But that's not just why we play, is it? Believe me, nightmare hunts give me quite the adrenaline rush, but my Twitter mention suggests you expect more. So, did you keep playing for the life-changing god rolls? Or the mile-high sparrow flying? The Nessus frogs? The day one raid nights with your friends where you spend 8 hours and still don't know what you're doing? The Nessus frogs? You must have had some inspiration, right? Probably the creators and streamers that helped you forget that time you dropped your pizza, cheese side down. Or was it the people creating a Destiny universe of their own with stories, art, and literally dressing for the job they want? Maybe you're here for the intellectual discussion, or maybe you're here
for the Space Horse.
Maybe you're here for the Destiny creators you love so much, Bungie actually got one to do this video. Hi, Mom and Dad. What I'm trying to say is, Destiny 2 is so much more than the game we see in trailers. While many joined for the fantasy, we found a home amongst its people. And in the endgame, we stayed for the discos, the DPS, the grenades, the bad bubbles, burgers, and tannics behind every corner. Trombone medleys, laser tag, tower names, yeehaws, the dings, the punts, the clutcher kicks, sweeper bots, stasis crystals, cheese spots, raid callouts, pub stomp, ramen, sliding, chicken petting, Galahorn, Sepix Prime, shiny swords, titan.
He's still going.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We are so excited to dive in and talk about just the kind of journey of being a massive Destiny and Bungie fan and what that's like to go from massive fan to actually working at the company that we loved so much. I want to learn about your journeys. How did you get started playing as a player, not as somebody who works here, playing Destiny, and kind of how has that relationship with the game evolved through the years? You know what?
Developer interviews?
You and I, we've had many conversations with Session. I want to hear from you, buddy.
So I've been playing the game for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
And so, as proof of my, the D1 Alpha veteran status, I have my raid belt here today. So this is my cringe moment where I will be proud.
Nice to see one in person. I've only seen it on like screens and like screenshots.
Tell us a little bit about it. Like, how'd you get it? When'd you get it?
That is the King's Fall World's First belt. Me and my 5 friends, we had, I say used to have, but I think we probably still have it. World's First of Fun. Like, whenever we were doing World's First races, it was supposed to be about having fun and showing off the new stuff. And for me, I always loved raiding just because, like, I'm a problem solver by heart. Like, that's also why I love working
raids
here,
are fun.
What I do is I just kind of
Sometimes it can get a little frustrating trying to figure things out.
And now it's very fun.
Not everybody's
being able to
meshing
watch
at the
others
same
suffer
time,
for
so
24 hours.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a little bit of a struggle.
Because it is exhausting. So if you are listening to this and you are raiding, or if you're planning on raiding for a long time, drink water, stretch,
Bathroom break.
don't die.
Bathroom breaks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't let that heart rate get too low.
I'm very much with Sam on this in terms of like the loving the problem solving and loving to get into that. I really fell in love with Destiny when I started raiding, and that was like my moment where I was like, I grew up playing puzzle games and mystery games, and like I love those types of games.
Probably
and to find that in
just
Destiny,
the
and
aesthetic
to find
of
that same sort of like problem
Destiny
solving,
that
but to do it
pulled
with a
me
team
in.
and to do it with your friends.
I'm on the same page.
Yeah.
I'm totally on the
The
same
gear,
page. Like the number one story for me around
powers.
that is definitely Deepstone. Deepstone, like I've played all the
It
way
was
through
a
Deepstone with
moment
my
like
clan,
when
which
if you ever
was amazing.
played
When you look back at the
first
history of
Destiny
Destiny, there's so many
stuff
moments
and
like that, and I'm kind
that
of
sort of
interested on
dark
is there any
space magic stuff
characters or
going
story
on
moments
and
that really stick
the
out
mystery
to you
that was
from
out
our
there.
history.
I feel like that's Destiny at its best, is like when you are learning from it. Like at least for me, I feel like the journey of Eris
from like D1 and being like, who are you? What are you doing here?
Who's this weird chick?
Yeah, it's like super creepy, right?
Let's go.
Yeah, but I think like seeing where she is now and then how she's like really helped everyone else. Like a lot of people, I'm a huge Zavala
we're
fan.
at 8 minutes.
Titan is just like in my blood. So like for me, like seeing Eris like help all of these different characters, seeing Zavala come from where he is, which a lot of people, again, I know some folks that don't really like him that much, but to me, he always just seemed like a really, a father figure who's trying his best for everyone. When Kay died, right? I think people were like, what? Like, Zavala, why aren't you doing this? X, Y, Z. And then we got to learn more about him. So for me, Zavala is like number one, that his whole character arc, and then Eris and like her character arc, you're all insufferable to then like teaching everybody how to deal with their demons.
Yeah.
I think
That's the
is
narrative
kind of
too,
crazy.
'cause-
Incredible.
Speaking to now and like through season 17, how Eris, she's like one of the epitomes of grief in her whole story and how she evolved to something where she's like, I had to learn how to deal with grief on my own. And to see her evolve to a character that is like helping people go through their own grief. It's Bungie, what the heck? Like, how do you do
And
this?
how
Like,
patient she was. Like the fact that like when Crow would stumble or Zavala would stumble, she'd be like, come, take a step back. Patience. Healing doesn't happen overnight. And
exactly.
I think what we've seen in the last couple of seasons of the incredible narrative team and just diving deeper into all of the characters, I think that's one of my favorite things that we've seen from the kind of expansion from where we
Getting
started to
into
where
all the
we're at
characters
now
is
is just
great.
that deeper dive. And I know kind of where we're going with things and just like the more that we're going to be able to dive into and hear characters' backstories and understand where they're coming from and what makes them, I think to everyone's point, it just makes it more than just a shooter game. You have that additional aspect of these incredible stories that we all connect with in different ways. And it just makes it's the Bungie magic, it's the space magic, it's the thing that like...
then you do a little emote jig at the end.
Yeah, exactly. And it all
It's a
somehow,
ballad.
and it
Love
all
that, sweetie.
makes sense.
It's called Glimmer Guns.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, how cool is it like that we're here now? And I'm kind of interested, like knowing your long relationship with this game before you even worked here. And then that we're sitting on this couch, getting to nerd out and talk about the things that we love the most. How has that been making that transition? What was that inspiration that drove you to be like, you know what? I'm gonna put my application in. We'll see what happens.
This is my first gaming studio for sure.
Yeah.
It's getting into Bungie is interesting because I always wanted to be in tech. That's really where I started. For Destiny specifically, I played it every day, but I never really thought of it as a place to work until Black at Bungie. And so I reached out to a bunch of people on LinkedIn and was asking a bunch of questions. I was like, hey, look. So it was really amazing to be able to like get into the industry and get into Bungie.
Destiny for me was, that was back when I was streaming for fun. It was just a hobby, but then it became just a lot more to me because it has all these things I love about games, because I love RPGs and I love, like the game feel
are
of a Bungie
fun.
game, right? When like you
Really
shoot
good.
that gun for the first time and it just feels good,
Space magic.
Yeah, space magic.
Space magic.
Like,
And I always play the wizard, so I played the warlock.
because that's all I want to do. I just want to cast space magic in every game that I play. So to me, the game's a lot. Like it's kind of just, it gave me a career. It gave me like guidance in life for finding a community that I really love. And now I'm absurdly thankful that I can be a part of the team and hopefully make the game better to hopefully have that kind of impact on somebody else.
I knew that I wanted to work in gaming. I actually got the opportunity not from the Bungie career website, but from a Twitter post from
Tweet.
a Twitter post. And I immediately sent a message and connected, and I was like, I want to talk about these marketing opportunities. And now I'm here.
Now you're here. You love to see it.
So, and it's just even now, just the fact that I'm sitting here, I'm just like,
you shot your shot, dude. That's what life's about.
Literally, I shot my shot.
shot your
I'm like, this is what they mean, because you hear them throw that phrase around and you're just like, but what does it actually mean to shoot your shot? And it's like, no, it's like, you're not going to respond on Twitter. It's like, I'm going to find you in other places.
Even if you
you're
have
gonna
those
give
moments
me
of
a
doubt.
chance.
Even if you have that moment of fear, because sometimes to making a jump like that's scary.
It's scary.
If you're scared,
Absolutely.
do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. The leap into Bungie was really similar to Will's story. This is my first role in gaming, so it was this like
snap, we're
huge
getting close to
leap
that 3 minutes.
I've been working in marketing for a long time, but really wanted to make the switch to something that I'm really passionate about and something that I love, because I think that's what makes work so magical, is when you get to work on something you really care about and you really, really love and you feel passionate about. So that for me was the kind of thing that pushed me towards shooting my shot and taking my shot a couple years ago and making the switch over to Bungie. And it's been incredible. There's moments like this where it feels very surreal, where you're like, what is happening? This is very, very, just to have that, like, we all work at Bungie now. Like, we get to contribute to that thing that we all love so much, and that's incredible.
That's
I'm
nice.
sorry, but that's such a good point, because there's so many people that ask us like advice on how to get in, and I was rejected numerous times before finally getting that spot. And I know it breaks my heart because so many other people are in that same position, and then they stop chasing that dream, because like, this isn't my first gaming job. I've been working in this industry for almost 20 years and as a journalist, and it was really scary to make that jump. I felt like it was right. I kept applying for narrative, and granted, I sent them not appropriate fan fiction as writing samples, so I get it. Like, no hard feelings. I get it. And they were like, it was just, they were like, hey, we think you'd be a good fit for Community. Like, let's put you through that interview process, and we did that, and it was scary at first, but the more I kept interviewing, I was like, wait, no, this was made for me. Like, this is what I was supposed to do. And it was funny because all of that trepidation that first week left, because I felt like it was family.
I'd like to think that Bungie gives space for that human condition, that human element. It's a place where I can feel like I can be myself. It's a place where I am being taken care of. And I'd like to think that, we're not perfect and there's things we can improve upon, but we try to talk about those things.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. It was honestly so much fun just diving into your stories a little bit, not just like as devs and working on Bungie side, but as players before that and the journey into that. I'm really also excited for the upcoming showcase, so I'm gonna need you all to meet me in the back. We're gonna do a blanket burrito, and we're gonna hunker down with some popcorn, okay? Let's go.
Deal. Let's go. So ready. I'm excited.
Blanket burrito, yeah?
Yeah. Blanket burrito.
All right.
Comfort. We're about comfort here at Bungie.
Hello, old friend.
1 minute left.
What? They're like corrupted gold. No. Are they using supers?
That's what I want in Destiny. I want darkness.
I just got chills. This is everything I've ever wanted out of the story. Multiple G-Force. Oh my god, I love it. Ooh. Dang. Growth is nasty, son. Your life is forfeit. No!
Is it?
The Leviathan is back. A scythe? A freaking scythe! Where is Callus? He has given himself over to the witness. Yay! That was hot.
Sir, are you okay? Oh, you look nasty.
What the freak? Is that the witness? Man, that's crazy!
Oh, it's almost time. Come on. I want to see that Arc 3.0.
Welcome, Guardians. So
Hello.
awesome to be here with you again.
Last time we got up here, we got a chance to show you Savathun, the Witch Queen, and her majestic throne world.
Since then, it's been a wild year for Destiny.
You returned to the
It's
original
been
Loot Cave to reclaim
very
the
big
fabled
wild cave.
Gallarhorn.
Oh
Then,
man,
You exercised an ancient
video
evil
artifacts.
from a hive queen. So you could put it inside a grenade launcher.
And now, you've been spending the past few weeks cleansing a derelict Leviathan from its twisted
Yes.
nightmares.
In
Getting
fact,
rid of the
The
nightmares.
last year has been the best year we've ever had in the Destiny community. I hope you can feel it as well.
It has been.
And
There's
seeing
been a
this kind
lot of good
reaction from
stuff
our
going
community,
on.
It's both humbling and inspiring.
Because our team here at Bungie, we're not just developers, we're also guardians. We're trying to build what we'd love to play in Destiny, and that's what brought each one of us here. Brought us not only to Bungie, but also brought all of us to this final showdown between light and darkness.
So, without further ado,
Okay, what are we gonna get?
is the beginning of the end.
Are we getting
This
Lightfall?
is Lightfall.
Yes. What?
When they see this glorious end, they will come for us. To savor the fruitless struggle to its last drop. It's who they are.
Oh boy. Who? 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 Was that one of the witness people? That looked almost like a hunter. And that guy's got a scythe.
What they do then.
Oh, this is a great trailer. Are we in Spider-Man?
In the end.
Oh, we are. What is that going to be called?
I've seen that thing 100 times now.
Oh,
every time
that
I see it,
was
I still kind of get goosebumps.
great.
Instantly, I had chills.
I want to know about that hunter-looking dude.
Now. Things are finally coming to a head.
Thematically, we really have been honing in on that kind of bombastic, big set piece approach.
It's going to be over-the-top action, adrenaline pumping, like the
Mhm.
whole time.
This is really kicking off the conclusion to the Light and Dark saga, where we finally face down this foe that we've been anticipating facing for so long. It's pushing it to 11.
I am so
We've
excited.
been hinting at this malicious force in the darkness that's been our enemy behind a lot of our conflicts. We revealed that enemy, we put a name on it and put a face on it, and that enemy is the Witness. And the Witness is coming with its newly empowered disciple, Callus.
Callus is really crash landing with a new and more powerful
I didn't
army than
realize
ever
that. The
before.
pyramid's got Callus'
They've got
face
new
on it.
powers, they've got new armor, they've got tormentors to join their ranks that are going to be bigger and badder enemies than we've ever faced. Callus is taking
Ooh.
that army that he's bringing with him to be the harbinger of the Witness's doom.
This is such a pivotal moment for Destiny. Everyone is coming to have a last stand with
Oh, that's a
Callus
cool
and
gun.
the Witness
I'm gonna have to go
really
and look at
avoid
each of
the
the
next
little
collapse.
bits
Something that we've been trying to avoid ever since
of this
Destiny
trailer.
1.
Like, oh my god.
We see in the trailer that we're headed to Neptune, and on Neptune there's been this hidden city
Excuse me?
called Neomuna, where an alternate version of humanity has been blooming since the collapse.
Neomuna is the capital city
Neptune?
of Neptune. It's a giant metropolis that we were completely unaware existed until now. What's interesting and exciting to me about this place is that it's pristine, it's new. It's not like a lot of the places that we've explored previously.
Yeah, I was like, that's not the
Exploring
last
that
city.
space is very, very cool.
There's so much new stuff to discover in Neomuna and in Neptune. And also I saw some new characters there. I'm really excited to get to know Cloud Striders and their story.
Whoopst?
Cloud Striders can be compared to Guardians. They're both protectors of a civilization that's potentially under threat. But Guardians were chosen. It's their duty to protect humanity. Cloud Striders have chosen to protect their people.
There's like an awesome opportunity for the Guardians to
Okay.
learn from the Cloud Striders and their way of living and their philosophy of life.
So we've got the newness of that city,
But-
the newness of the Cloud Striders that we've
What are their
never been aware of.
powers?
And then, of course, you get a glimpse of this green energy. I wonder what that is.
Strand is the new darkness power that we discover here. Something that's unique about Strand, unlike any of these other powers we've ever had before, when you play through Lightfall, you are discovering this power for the first time. No one in the universe ever in the history of Destiny has used Strand
Oh.
This is the Guardian discovering darkness on their own and learning how to shape it and manipulate it and use it against Callus and his forces.
God, that is going to be
have
so
fun
cool.
in the new urban environment of Neomuna.
That also explains why the Guardians are Spider-Manning around the city.
We
Because
just
it's us
got a
figuring
glimpse
it out.
of our new destination, Neomuna, our new foe, Callus and the Shadow Legion, paired with the Witness, and a very brief glimpse at Strand, but that's just barely scratching the surface of what this release has to offer.
Right, like what we've just seen in that trailer
I'm also
is just the tip of the iceberg.
digging
and we've got a whole
the
lot more we're
soundtrack right
excited
now.
to show you coming up.
Last year, we wanted to return to our studio's roots in creating some of the best shooter campaigns in the industry.
That's been our legacy since Halo, and we tried to push that front and center in The Witch Queen.
And it's about more than just guns, but creating an adventure in a handcrafted world full of surprises. Then, we added the Legendary campaign option, because great combat needs to challenge you, to test your thumb skill, your tactics, and your build crafting.
And we heard loud and clear that you want more of that. In fact, 2 out of every 3 players that completed the Witch Queen campaign did it on Legendary.
You tested yourself against the Witch Queen in our Lucent Hive and rose to that challenge. And then you let us know it was one of the best shooter experiences that we've ever made.
That was a
So
great
Lightfall,
experience.
We want to push that even further. We want to give you the best Bungie action experience that we can create with the brand new Lightfall campaign.
Okay, what are we going to get?
Lightfall is going to change the way that our players move, fight, and explore everywhere in Destiny.
Neptune is this fantastic destination. The capital city of Neomuna is a really fun place to explore, and it's this bright neon
artifacting.
metropolis. There's a harbor, office buildings, an arcade.
This is a city that we've made, and using Strand to traverse through it and explore it, it's going to be so exciting.
There's some places that once you whip out that grappling hook, ooh, you're gonna be able to explore and get to places that you couldn't before.
Look at that up
Grappling
there. I wonder
hook.
if I can grapple to there. I'm going to be a kid in a
Yay.
candy store.
It's not a city that is collapsed. It is a city that has
I am
lived through the
so
collapse.
excited with this.
Neptune now has to deal
new
with
power.
the cloak being pulled back and them being revealed to the world and are now central of the conflict.
Callus has taken his capital ship and just like planted it right down in part of the city, and it's Cabal-occupied territory. It's a city under siege. You've got this infiltrator vibe at times where you feel like a tactical team going into a skyscraper. You're dealing with Cabal roadblocks and patrols all throughout the city. The
This is
Shadow
so
Legion,
hype.
they provide that like characteristic Cabal brute strength. They're
And these
all about,
Cabal,
like,
I don't
volatility
really
and
care for
power,
Cabal
and
enemies,
they've been enhanced now by
but
pyramid
they
technology.
look
They have these
so
suppression devices
cool.
that can take away some of your super, or take away some of your abilities, and then they fight alongside these.
Is Trust coming
terrifying
back?
new pyramid units called Tormentors.
Please tell me Trust coming back. I love that gun.
As part of his discipleship to the Witness, Callus has been upgraded. And so the Tormentors that they've brought in are these impossibly huge, unstoppable behemoths. They wield scythes, they can attack from a distance, they can bring you in close, they can drain your very life force.
These guys
They
look
are basically
insane.
embodiments of terror.
It's like a boss character
Oh, hey, that-
within the battlefield. Your
That
stomach
kind of
drops.
looks
You're
like
okay, I'm playing through, I'm having fun,
the sword from the
popping heads,
dungeon.
doing this thing, and then boom, there it is.
We've got all the new stuff going into the game. Strand, Tormentors, Shadow Legion, a cool new environment. These are all great settings
Oh,
for
that
a new
looks
Legendary
so
campaign,
cool.
And we're still making sure that we go through and we tweak and tune and we balance the encounters to have that right challenging level of difficulty for players.
The Legendary campaign was a huge hit coming out of the Witch Queen. It was
I
the first time
cannot
we had done
wait
that
to
sort
get
of
that.
elected difficulty where you could really test your skill and test your power. And so we're going to bring that back for Lightfall.
Of course, you're still going to have that higher reward tier, and we still want to make sure that you get that inside track towards being raid ready.
These weapons look rad
Everyone
too.
back in the studio is
Yes!
so
Give me the
hard
grapple
work
hook.
on Lightfall, putting in the details and making this whole release come alive and continue to surprise and delight players. I am so excited.
That
to
was
get
one of
this
my
out.
favorite things in
is unlike
Titanfall.
anything players have seen before in Destiny, and it's another step that sends you hurtling to the conclusion of the Light and Dark saga.
The grappling hook. I can't wait. Woohoo! Yes.
Come on. Amazing.
I'm super excited to dive into Strand and
That
talk about all the new stuff.
this super
Strand,
looks
like Stasis,
amazing.
is a power from the darkness.
And
Unlike our
possibly
light
going to be
abilities,
broken
which
in
are
other
all about
forms of
creation,
content.
darkness is more about consciousness.
Strand is psychic energy that forms this extra dimension, or this sort of matrix that connects everything together, connects all living beings and all minds. And
So it's
the
not
Guardians sort of
corruption.
gaining the knowledge and gaining the power to peer into this alternate psychic universe and begin to pull at these threads and tug at these wires that are connecting all these living beings.
That's
when Guardians learn how to use Strand, it's almost like this third eye opens up. It's about peeling back the curtain of reality, taking those connections and then weaving them into new objects.
That Titan
Yeah, and it's
super
pretty
looks
cool to see
great.
them come together. Like, it's always been there, and now that we can tap into it, we can use it for our benefit, whether it's through movement or through damage.
Strand has a grappling hook. Since you're seeing into this cosmic web, you are able to grapple at any point.
Oh, that's
because
so
the cosmic
cool.
web exists everywhere. Even if there's not an object there, it will hook on to that web and pull you forward. It's just taking that idea to the next level, putting that
The
destiny spin on it.
Yep. The grappling hook initially started as part of the Hunter's Kit, right? They're all about fluid movement, rapidly traversing space, and being very agile. But as we were developing, it's like, oh man, this feels like it's too much fun to just keep it to one class, right?
I agree.
So we made the call to expand this super cool new ability across all 3 classes. On the design side, we wanted to come up with how each of the classes interpreted this additional psychic dimension, like in their own way, right?
Yes.
So the Warlock, they're the telekinetic master of Strand. So they're going to be able to telepathically reach into the Strand dimension, pull matter out, and weave it into this big barrage of these Strand missiles. Wherever they land, these missiles are actually going to unravel, sort of reweave themselves into a new form.
That's
With the
cool.
Titan, you're able to weave these claws and do an area of damage around you, spinning and slashing.
The super I think I'm most excited for is the Hunter Rope Dart super. The Hunter does a flip and weaves these strands into this rope dart and is swinging
that
it
is
as
so
they're kind of
cool.
moving around. The first time I saw that, even in its kind of like rough state, it just blew my mind.
This is
We've
going to be
learned a lot
such a
from
cool
reading our
super.
other subclasses, and we've taken those learnings about combat, about movement, about build crafting. We've put that all into Strand, and I'm so excited to see where players take it once it's out there in the wild.
Strand is great.
Destiny is a game that gets even better when you play with your friends. We want to create communities that are welcoming, inclusive, and that let you bring your old friends and make new ones. And since last year, over 5 million new Guardians have joined our ranks.
A whole
We
bunch of
believe
new
that there are still
Guardians.
millions more of your friends that would love to play Destiny with you. And the things that you want to see us improve in Destiny are also exactly what's going to make it easier to convince your friends to come and check out the game.
It should be easier to create custom, incredible builds. Easier to find people to play with. Easier to swap from being that boss-melting, storm-chaser-wielding, falling star juggernaut right into that ultimate yeehawing, dead man's tail shooting, Titan's rampart crutching sentinel.
And if none of what Joe just said makes sense to you, we want to fix that too. Because it's not about removing the depth that makes Destiny so great. It's instead
Okay.
about allowing everyone to dive deeper with ease.
What's going on?
The changes we're making to make Destiny easier to come into, changes to how you build your characters, changes
We're
to
getting
how
loadouts?
you see what there is to do and what there is to accomplish. And in the year ahead,
Loadouts,
actually making it easier to
really big
form
change.
groups in Destiny, so you can go and do some of the greatest content that Destiny has to offer.
All the teams are working together to
build this experience, and so that's what's really exciting.
We keep on hearing from players like, hey, unless I have a friend to play with, I don't know what to do. And so what we're trying to give them is like, hey, here's a path to follow. Guardian ranks are basically like a knowledge ladder. We actually progress you through 11 ranks, and it's really like heavily focusing on like exposing players to all the systems of Destiny.
At some point, the story about you as a Guardian involves other Guardians and what they think about you. That is just a whole new dimension of your journey through Destiny that we've never really explored before. When you show up in the tower and you see that person who's at one of the highest ranks, you're gonna know that you're looking at a player who's actually really demonstrated mastery of many of the different activities in Destiny, not just from our perspective, but from the perspective of other players. Some of the higher Guardian ranks will actually be asking for you to step up, to actually rise to the occasion and prove to other Guardians that you are a strong player and a strong leader.
Okay.
A lot of people have groups that they already play with, but this will really provide people the opportunity to be recognized for helping other people learn the game, but also provide more people to play with on a regular basis.
In the year of Lightfall, we're going to actually be investing in building a looking for group system in Destiny itself. You'll be able to look for other players. You'll be able to find groups that are looking for players.
I'm so excited about being able to form groups in the next coming year, because it can be really hard to get through some of the hard content solo, and making it so much easier to find people to play with is just going to make getting into Destiny and doing the awesome content so much easier.
A massive improvement.
They'll be able to say, this is a player who I can trust to lead me through the new raid. I want to join their group. Or they can say, these are players who are new to the activity. I want to take them for that first raid, because that'll be a great experience for them and a valuable experience for me as a leader.
It's really going to help players come together and understand each other better when they've never met before.
This is
it's going to make the game
big
so much
win.
more social, and I think that it's going to really make Destiny players feel like they're on one team.
So commendations is a feature that you'll experience towards the end of an activity. So you end the activity now and you get to see the screen that has all the people you played with. You can click on one of the Guardians and choose what experience you had with them. So like, were they a good team player? Were they fun to play with?
There's no better way to actually show how good a person is as a teammate or as a leader than to have other players say, this person's a great teammate, this person's a great leader. It's really a system that's designed to let players show appreciation for each other.
Also using the commendation system, people are going to be able to say, like, hey, this person as a good leader, and looking at the Guardian rank system, they have a lot of experience. It's going to be, oh, that's the person I want to help me get through this hard content that I've been struggling with.
Okay, that person was
Social games
glowing.
like Destiny give you an opportunity to like really connect with other people and do things together and get to know each other. And with a system like LFG, you're making it so that more people can get that experience started than ever before.
Both the loadout screen and the mod manager are completely new features.
The mod manager is going to make build construction Destiny a lot easier.
We all love our fashion game. The fashion game's amazing. And so we're going to take what we did for the fashion game and we're bringing it to the buildcraft game. There's going to be one screen where you can go to and do your entire loadout for your character.
That sounds amazing. Thank
so
you.
You'll be able
Yes.
to save the build that you've put together as a loadout and then switch between those things as you're going from activity to activity.
I'm
I feel like
really
with
looking
the
forward
new
to that.
release Destiny and the commendation system mixed with Guardian ranks, we're giving players even new aspirations. It isn't going to be just about power level. It won't just be about gear. It's also going to be about that Guardian rank. It's going to be about those commendations. It's all the ways that we're bringing players together.
Nice.
So today, we are also launching a brand new season of Destiny 2. And as we've evolved our seasons over the years, we've learned a lot. And I think we've been able to deliver some amazing character moments and events for the community.
We're long past the era of content droughts. Instead, there are exciting story and events happening in Destiny almost every week, year-round. And we're not slowing down.
Each season, we want to keep raising the bar for narrative experiences in any live game. We want to keep pushing to create unexpected adventures that'll make every season of Destiny unique. And we want to keep listening and learning from you, the Destiny community. so that we can create the strongest seasons of any live service.
Because the Witness is coming. And if we want to survive, we need a crew. We need to enrich our defenses. If you're feeling surly, maybe even loot our enemies.
We may even need to find a captain to join us on our next adventure in the season of Plunder.
Is that Mithrax? Please.
I've read about them. What is the human word?
It is.
Pirates. The full Vanguard should be rallied to deal with these.
Yes. Or is that Spider?
Well, anchors away.
Or is it both? Hey, if it's both, that's great.
Now go show those pirates what happens when they crush Spider.
Yes. Okay, the Titan looked cool.
Hope you've got ammunition, Guardian. Time to blow this rickety barge.
Ooh. Whoa. Oh, we get a blunderbuss? Yes! Oh my god.
Sorry, getting a little swept up in all this adventuring.
Oh, that looks so cool.
What are you most excited about for Season of Plunder?
Pirates. This season we said, what if we just go to the stars and dig up buried treasure?
We are unearthing a lot of mysteries
this
and
is
secrets.
so cool.
We're swashbuckling onto enemy spaceships. And then we're also learning a lot of things about some of our favorite characters.
We're going to have an adventure this season.
I love the Elixni.
Season of Plunder kicks off with
One of my
Aramis being
favorite
freed from her icy
alien
prison. She's
races in
collected
Destiny.
old, fallen crews of pirates and rogue cabal together in order to hunt down mysterious relics and treasures.
It's time to meet your end.
So Guardians are tasked with
Oh,
stopping
she had
Aramis
the sword
collecting these
from
relics.
the
And
raid.
in order to do that, you have to create your own crew of shady dealers and backroom brokers.
Drifter, Mithrax, Ido, and Spider are going to be helping you.
Anchors away. Ready when you are, Captain.
I love this
That's
crew.
the beginning of Season of Plunder. What you're going to be doing is forming a pirate crew of your own. You're going to fill it with different crew members that you can recruit over the course of the season. Drifter.
Okay, what kind of recruit are you talking about?
Then you're just going to set out into the stars and do cool pirate stuff.
So excited.
Okay, what does this entail?
This season, we have multiple brand new activities coming that will really give you a sense of being on a pirate adventure. One of the mainstays of this season is a new 6-player offensive called Catch Crash.
When I saw the concept for the catch with the big mainsails on it, I just said, oh my god, this is going to be a fun season.
Just like seeing Catch Crash through the different iterations, like fighting on the deck of the ship.
You get to become your own ammunition and launch yourself from a cannon to the other ship, and you are the weapon, so you're gonna go mess them up.
This is I'm so excited for this new season.
You're going to be guiding a massive drill that's looking for this buried, hidden pirate treasure, and you're going to have to be fending off of all these pirate crews trying to protect their hoards.
All right, what are we getting?
The final new activity coming this season is what
We
we're
got
calling
another
pirate
activity.
hideouts.
We have so many like different little maps that you can piece together fragments of this season, and they lead you to the lair of the pirate lord, right? Their hideout.
Pirate
These
maps.
are their caves where they're hoarding all of their amazing treasures and their mysterious relics.
These relics are mysterious objects of dark power, and they're all over the system. We don't know exactly what it is they do yet, but if Aramis is trying to collect them, it's nothing good.
Agreed, yes.
taking the opportunity to line the Arc 3.0 update with the Fall, and it just ended up working out perfectly because you got all the simple Arc weaponry and the Arc shielded captains. It feels right with that release, almost like we planned it.
Arc is a damage type that's about proximity, right? It's about going fast up into your enemy's faces and like deleting them. It's the damage type for people that want to hold W.
I'm surprised that Titan doesn't look super bulky.
Hunter is really about close range action, being fluid and dynamic and agile, evasive. So we're going to give Arc Hunter a new super. We call it Gathering Storm, where you summon your Arc Staff, like twirl it above your head, and then launch it out, and then it will
That
embed
looks
into
so
the ground,
cool.
or into like bosses or mini bosses or champions and jolt them. Like a big lightning strike will strike the staff
Yes.
and overcharge it. And while that staff is overcharged, it'll start Tesla coiling little lightning bolts out at nearby enemies. Warlock is kind of this elemental conduit. You are
I'm
a class
so
that will
excited for that
turn
new
yourself into
super.
Lightning. You will create things out of lightning. Previously, we had this exotic armor piece called Getaway Artist, where you consume your grenade and it'll make a what we call a sentient arc soul that fires faster and does more damage as a result. So we decided to roll that into base arc soul behavior. Anytime you are amplified, any arc soul you have from any source will become the supercharged version that will fire off just rapid fire bolts.
Okay, but what about the exotic? Are you reworking that?
Titan's about being this unstoppable freight train. It's about this
Okay.
constant movement. So we gave Titans a new movement option, something that we felt like is going to be competitive in this new environment of air dodges and air slams. That's a new ability called Thruster. And it's all in first person. It's all very much in the heat of the moment. You see it happen. Its whole property
That's
is like rush
cool
down
looking.
or get away. It's a movement tool to the max. There's going to be this new melee ability called Thunderclap, which is like an amazing thing where he like charges his fist, all super flashy. It's our first ever charge melee, so you hold down the button, and as that cocks back and charges up, you'll end up doing more damage and getting a little bit more range.
That is
Speaking of like,
rad.
the whole goal of deleting things, I believe in PvP a full charge is a one-shot kill.
It is, oh yeah.
It's a little skillful to like pull off because you're gonna have to really read
That
your
is
opponent here.
amazing.
The whole through line with Arc is like, it really isn't that complicated. It's move fast, hit hard, and stay alive.
Okay.
What I'm most excited about in Season of Plunder is that this is really a season that has a sense of adventure. You're exploring the system, you're looking for pirate treasure, pirate relics. You're seeing the world evolve in a way we haven't done before.
I love that with the activities in the season.
That
we
was an
just lean really
obnoxious
hard
colored
into the pirate
catch.
fantasies. I love that we have your own catch. I love that you're tracking down buried treasure and then going after the pirate leaders in their caves.
The interesting thing about Destiny is we're not just a fantasy game or a sci-fi game, we're kind of a blend of both. And we take inspiration when we say pirates, it's old world pirates that you would see traditionally back in the 17 and 1800s. We have like a flintlock pistol, we have an exotic fusion rifle that plays different than fusion rifles you've ever seen before.
It's just like end to end, just really leaning into that,
Yeah, that-
spirit of like the pirate adventure.
that
And
looked like a
also
weird
making so that New
exotic.
players coming in can actually jump in and get started. The gift of the Thunder Gods is a starter kit. It's a set of armor, it's a Thunderlord exotic weapon.
So jump in, join your friends,
Huh.
set sail, become the captain, and build your crew today in Destiny.
That's interesting. And King's Fall's coming back. This is gonna be exciting. Oh, if that's new, then we're getting Touch of Mouse back, possibly. Yeah. Yeah, because that was the new Titan Slam. And Stasis. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Hey, Oryx. Nice.
Man, it is so awesome seeing King's Fall return to Destiny.
Yeah, actually, King's Fall was the first thing I got to work on at Bungie. And I'm thrilled that a whole new generation of Guardians will get to experience this refreshed and reloaded showdown with the Taken King.
So, we've shown you Lightfall. We've shown you the new damage type, Strand.
Yeah.
We've shown you some of the deeper changes to the game that we're going to be making throughout the next year. But we have one more thing that we are excited to announce today.
Destiny is coming to the Epic Game Store today.
Oh.
Epic has been an absolutely fabulous partner to work with.
I thought that was going to be a
and we are just
bigger
huge
announcement.
fans of what they've been doing in the social game space.
But yeah,
when we
more
first started working
more
with Epic, we
players
sat
from
down
different
and talked about
platforms
the impact their games have had on us, and they had a bunch of the same stories for us.
Oh wait, no, they're going to do
shared
the
stories about playing the Vault of Glass and how much they enjoy the social experience.
Okay, that was okay.
And I got to talk about the summer of Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 5, when my whole family was laser focused, taking turns in the island to unlock Drift.
In addition to launching all of Destiny 2 on the Epic Game Store today, for the next week, if you download the game on Epic, we will give you the 30th anniversary for free. If you haven't earned your Galahorn yet, or you haven't played the Grass
That's
Dungeon,
a nice incentive.
come to the Epic Game Store and you can jump in for free.
We want to welcome all these new Guardians with a celebration, one that stretches a little further than the last city.
Yeah. Okay. This is actually pretty cool. That Destiny Fortnite armor looks
A few years ago,
fun.
we shared our plans for the Light and Darkness saga. This journey, years in the making, is coming to an end. Since we started charting our own course, we've been building this story. Across 5 years of expansions, since the first pyramid ship emerged in Shadowkeep and we first spoke to the darkness. Then, across Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and coming up in Lightfall in the final shape, we're building towards a climactic collision between the powers of light and dark.
We've also been working on the Destiny engine behind the scenes, preparing our technology and our game to last for many, many years to come. Because Destiny 2 is not going anywhere, and neither are your expansions. We want this story, since we first communed with the darkness on the moon, to be fully playable, start to finish. And we're happy to announce today that we are not planning to sunset any more expansions.
That is
we want
good.
the Destiny universe to grow, and we're going to continue to do everything that we can behind the scenes to keep that possible within our game engine.
But enough about the distant future. Let's talk about today, the best day all year to jump into Destiny.
Yes, because if you're looking to catch up, right now, all expansions are free to play for this entire week on every platform for everyone.
Right now,
nice.
Season of Plunder is live, and the Helm's got a set of supercharged art gear for anyone looking to catch up on the fun.
Destiny is live on the Epic Game Store. You can download it for free, and you can get the 30th anniversary pack as your welcome gift.
And if you liked what you saw about the future, right now, pre-orders for Lightfall are live on all platforms. And anyone who purchases the annual pass gets the exotic auto rifle Quicksilver Storm today.
Today is a perfect day to play Destiny.
So we'll see you in game.
Oh boy. That is a really cool looking hand cannon. Oh, nice. More trailers. Yeah. I'm getting super hyped for today.
What is the human word?
Pirates.
That strand ability is gonna be amazing. I'm so excited for the future of Destiny. Oh wow, that ended real fast. All right, well, I'm gonna stick around for a bit, see what this post show is gonna have. If it's something that I'm super interested in, I will keep it up. Oh. I think that's... I think one of the only things I can think of is the expansion sunsetting not happening anymore is great, but I wish they brought back some of like the old stuff. Well, I think I'm going to actually leave this here. That was a great reveal. I am super hyped for the future of Destiny. Getting the new powers, new weapons, all this new story developments. It's just going to be great. I just saw the timer just went out, so I'm going to figure out what's going to happen.
Hey Guardians, and welcome to the Destiny 2 Showcase post show. Oh, I hope you're having as much of a good time as we are, because it is so good to finally share all the things the teams have been working on so hard behind the scenes. We've got Arc 3.0, we've got Space Pirates, we finally have Drifter saying more than
I'm
2
gonna
words.
hop off. I've got some stuff to do.
And we've got some really cool stuff lined up. Before we get to that,
Thanks for watching.
What a pleasure it is to welcome to the
And
stage.
go check out Destiny, do all that other stuff, and make sure you claim your Twitch
I'm doing
rewards.
great.
So
Thanks for having me. It's
Thanks
such
for
a
stopping
blast
by.
to be here. Like you said, we got Pirates.
Catch you guys in the next
we
one.
got Arc 3.0. We got Lightfall.
Later.
We got so